Welcome to the debate. Burgers are superfood?
Wait, superfood?
I mean, think about it. You look at a basic pan-fried beef patty, and it's actually incredibly nutrient-dense. We're talking like 18 grams of highly bioavailable protein. Plus, it's just packed with essential vitamins like B12, zinc, and selenium.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a staggering reality check, especially since the hamburger has been, so thoroughly villainized in modern dietary conversations.
Right, exactly. So today, we are asking a really practical question for budget-conscious college students. Are home-cooked burgers truly healthier than the fast food versions?
Which is a tough one to answer.
It is. I represent the side that, well, they absolutely are healthier. Cooking at home lets you control the ingredients, right? And that is really the only way to avoid the severe long-term health risks of ultra-processed fast food.
And my perspective is that fast food burgers are an economically essential fuel source for cash-strapped students. I mean, this whole health halo around home cooking completely ignores the reality of the oversized, high-fat, do-it-yourself meals that students actually make.
But see, when a student buys a fast food burger, they aren't just buying beef and bread.
Well, they're buying convenience.
Sure, but recent analyses show popular fast food burgers contain up to 36 different additives.
36?
Yeah, 36. Synthetic colors, thickeners, emulsifiers. Relying on that just to save a few bucks is like buying a dirt cheap car that practically guarantees a massive mechanics bill later.
Okay, but are they really thinking about a mechanics bill when they just need enough energy to get to their next class? Fast food provides accessible, immediate protein for people living on a shoestring budget.
At a huge biological cost, though.
But look at what happens when students try to be healthy at home, right? They reach for trendy plant-based patties, which often completely backfire.
Oh, those can be terrible.
Exactly. Those simulated meats are highly processed themselves. Some pack up to 620% more sodium than real beef. Plus, massive amounts of saturated fat from like coconut and palm oils, just to mimic the mouthfeel of real meat.
Yeah, you're right that plant-based patties can be a process trap. But that is exactly my point. It is the processing that's the danger, whether it's a fake meat patty or a fast food beef burger.
Fair enough, but
Let me just jump back to those 36 fast food additives I mentioned, specifically the synthetic emulsifiers. To use that car analogy again, those chemicals act like sludge, clogging your engine over time.
sludge is a strong word.
Biologically, emulsifiers act like detergents in the gut. They literally strip away the protective mucus layers in your intestines.
Ouch.
Right? And that triggers chronic inflammation. So you are trading a few dollars saved today for serious metabolic issues tomorrow.
Okay, but do synthetic emulsifiers genuinely pose a greater immediate risk to a 20-year-old than the reality of how they actually cook?
What do you mean?
Let's be honest about the execution here. A stressed student isn't crafting a culinary masterpiece of nutrition in their dorm kitchen.
Well, no.
They are grabbing an oversized beef patty with a 70-30 fat ratio and frying in its own grease, then they slap it on a refined white bun loaded with added sugar and drown the whole thing in mayonnaise.
Okay, yes, you can absolutely make a terrible burger at home.
The sheer calorie density and cardiovascular risk of that DIY meal easily exceeds a standard drive-through burger.
But the crucial difference is that home cooking gives students the specific choice to favor nutritional science over convenience. You're not forced into the 70-30 patty.
True, but they usually buy whatever is cheapest at the grocery store.
Even so, a student can choose a 4-ounce lean meat patty. They can grab a 100% whole wheat bun to get the added fiber, thiamine, and manganese.
If they have the time to shop for that.
And they can boost flavor using actual spices. Minced garlic, oregano, Cajun seasoning, instead of relying on massive salt bombs and synthetic preservatives. The potential for health is entirely in their hands.
The potential is there, sure, but we have to separate theory from practice here.
I think it's very practical.
For a student juggling midterms and a part-time job, fast food remains a necessary, pragmatic, economic choice. We can't just pretend a home-cooked meal is inherently healthy simply because it lacks synthetic preservatives, especially when portion sizes and fat content go completely unchecked at home.
Well, ultimately, prioritizing long-term health means dodging those hyper-palatable, additive-laden fast foods. By taking control of the ingredients at home, a student can turn what we usually consider junk food back into the nutrient-dense meal it was always meant to be.
It definitely takes effort.
It takes effort, but the health dividends are undeniable.
We are definitely highlighting an incredibly difficult tension here. A student's immediate budget and time constraints are, well, frequently at war with their long-term nutritional health. There really aren't any easy answers when time and money are both scarce.
Exactly. It all comes down to evaluating the dietary data and weighing those trade-offs between convenience and nutritional science.
Absolutely. There's a lot more to explore there.
So the next time you find yourself at the drive-thru, you have to ask yourself, are you fueling up with a nutrient-dense superfood, or are you just buying that dirt-cheap car and waiting for the engine to fail?